Hello, I'm Sunflower Seeds, and I'm going to be teaching you how to make this simple medieval house. This house is really customizable, so you can really change a lot of the different blocks, decorations, textures, and colors. You can mix that around and you'll still get a great looking house. So just to start off with, you'll need oak logs, cobblestone, and oak planks. You can switch up the colors, you can use any color plank, but for this I'm going to be starting with oak. So you can start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the middle, and then you can just line it up because there's 5 in between here, and then 5 right here, and then 5 forward. So as you can see, you have that same basic shape, and it'll get bigger as we get higher. So you build it up by 4. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to do that for all of them. Once you've done that, you want to connect them all like this. You want to connect only the outside, do not connect in the middle. Oops, I made a mistake here. Sorry about that. And then from here, you want to build out on the corners like so. So on every corner, everywhere where the logs go up, you just build out 1 on the outside. At a corner here, you just leave it, it doesn't quite matter. Now up here you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you go up all the way around. Once you're done with that, you want to do the same thing you did at the bottom and just connect them. Then from here, we're going to start filling it in. What I like to do is have a stone on the bottom 2 layers as sort of like a bottom bit, and then oak on top. So something important to note is this should be 1 block behind the wood, so then it's kind of inside of it, and this acts as a frame. You want to do this all along here so that the entire thing is filled in. Then you should go in and just fill in the inside so that it's easier when you do the interior later. Then you go on with the oak wood and just go around and put it in like so. Okay, now that that is completed, we're going to start working on the top half. Now this, you want to build on top of this log directly before you put it inside. This is still inside this area, but you want it directly on top of this log here. Now from here, we're going to work on the roof. This may seem daunting because this looks kind of fancy, but don't worry, it's a lot simpler than it seems. So we have a couple of parts to look at here. We want it to go up to have a roof like this. So what I did is I have here, if we look from the inside on this example one, we can see exactly what I did here. We have this, it goes up 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and then 1. So as you can see, it's sort of a bell-shaped roof, a bit of a curve like that, and it makes it look a lot taller than it is. So what you can do is you go up 2 here. This is the frame again. 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Go in again. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you just go 1 up right there. This really makes it look nice. Now you want to do the same thing on the other side. Yeah, right inside here. You don't want to do it right here, you want to do it right there and right there. Finally, you do 1 more on this side, so you get that 3-sided roof kind of a look. In the end, the frame should look like this. Then what you want to do is take a new block for the roof. What I like to use is something that really ties it together. So I use cobblestone, and I would use cobblestone stairs, Then I like to use spruce blocks and then spruce, you know, the stairs. And then finally I like to get a cobblestone slab for the top parts. And as you can see, there's a little bit on top right here, and that's a slab. So what you do is you just start with the inside. Now what you want to do is make sure that this goes right here. This will be stone going out, and then on top of it will be this right here. This looks a little bit complicated, but it's easy to figure out if you follow along. So the outside should be this outline, and it'll go up like this, and this will go in like that. As soon as you get to another one, you put a solid block there, like that. So solid block goes directly on top. On top of that should be another stair, all the way until you get to the top. And then on the top, since you want that outline look, you put a little staircase right there. If you want to make it go out, you can. There are certain ways of doing that. I'm just going to leave that until later. Then you just put more stairs here. And again, you just follow along on the outside so that you get this nice outlined look. And remember, on the bottom parts, the top parts, and the outer sides are where you're going to have cobblestone. So from here, one thing you want to do is make sure, see how this looks a little bit jagged? You want to smooth those edges by just putting some upside down stairs inside of it so it doesn't look as rough. Now that looks a lot nicer. Then you just continue this exact same thing on all sides. So the front part will be the easiest. You just got to connect these two parts together. So you just build over like so, excuse my mistakes. And there will be a lot of them on the roof because it's kind of hard to place. So you just build along and make sure to connect the two together. They should work perfectly together because it's the exact same design. So these two connect together really well. And then these two should connect together really well too. You just follow straight back, which should be arguably even easier. Now over here is the trickiest part, and that's just because this doesn't go forward. So you need to find a way to connect this to this. So since this goes down a little bit more, you need to do it like so. And then there should be a little bit right here. That needs to be turned to the side. So you just put a basic block there and turn it like that. That way it looks like it has been kind of turned. From here, you're going to do the same thing along here and just connect them like this so that the corners are lined up so that they look like they're going to the side. Then it's just the same process that we did over there. Okay, now look at that. We're done with the roof. Looks really nice. And we have a little bit of an overhang that makes it look nice, adds a little bit of detail. Now for here, what we want to do is also add a little bit of detail in here. So what I like to do is just add that right there to add a little bit of contrast on the sides. So all of that just makes it look nice, a little bit less, you know, bulky and square. And I do that to all of the sides. Then you may notice there's a giant gaping hole here. I also like to fill it in. I like to go inside, fill in all the holes, just make sure it's nice and solid. And then I go in and I just go all the way through and cover up the sides. And here you can punch a little hole in the wall. And that is a great transition into our final part of this, adding details. This looks a little bit plain right now. We have a great structure so far. All we need to do is add in windows, doors, and other little details. So we have this nice door right here, and what I like to do is add, you know, a spruce door. I think that really looks nice. Then from here you can choose whatever design you would like. I like to do is just have, you know, something right there, you know, some stairs, make it look kind of interesting. Sometimes I like to use, you know, stuff like that right there. Maybe some spruce slabs on top, like that. You know, something a little extra, something like that. And then I like to have a lantern just hanging right there, making it, give it a little light. And then finally, fences are my absolute favorite thing to use. And that already looks a little bit more detailed. You might not like it. It's really up to your individual preference. Personally, I think this could go actually a little bit higher. Maybe something like that. Or maybe if I want to, I could do something like this. I'm not quite sure what we want to do with that yet. That could look nice though. I kind of like that better. Then when you go to the sides, this is the fun part. You just put in some windows, break them like that, and then you can do, you know, some fun things here. I like to put stuff like that sometimes, just do a little bit of like outline. Then something fun you can do is add in trapdoors as shutters, and then some flowers as like flower pots. You can choose what you want. I really think that poppies look great with this style of build, just because they kind of tie in red, and I think red really just looks good here. And then finally, I like to have black stained glass as the window. I just really think it looks nice. I think the clear just looks, I don't really like the way it looks. I think this looks a lot nicer. So you just cut some more holes in and do the same process that you've been doing all the way around. Just add some details. This is really up to individual preference. You can kind of do whatever you want here. I really do like adding fences on the sides. I really think it adds a lot of detail. You can also leave it plain. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. I think plain might look better. I'm not quite sure. Let's see. That looks kind of nice, actually. I think I'll go with the slabs. And you just repeat the exact same thing on all of them. It's good to keep the same style, just keep it consistent, because that's really what looks nice. This style of build is really all about repetition and making sure things look uniform. Now that we have the bottom done, we want a slightly different design for the top part. So what I like to do is kind of separate it like this. From there, I like to get out jungle leaves, kind of like right here, and just put it in front of, you know, windows. See if you notice this is a little bit shorter, so these will be 1 block thick windows. Once we put in the stained glass, it should look something like this. Then what I like to do is add signs, just to spruce things up. Get it? Spruce. That was very funny of me. And then again here, what I like to do is just add some more details. So if I go to my handy dandy, you know, things here, sometimes I like to do like that. Personally, I think that could look good. Adding that sort of detail, and then on top like that, maybe just something like that. And then possibly have, I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I could, again, go with the classic. That right there. And then, you know, some trapdoors just right there as like a finishing touch. Like that. That looks nice. I do like that, yeah. So we are just going to copy that exact design on every single one of these. Okay, now that we're done with that, it's really coming together. Finally, another thing you can do is just add some windows right here. Sort of like an attic look. Here you can choose to add details or leave it plain. Personally, I like to have just a little bit down there, like that. Just something a little bit extra. And I like to carry in the theme from below, so just add in a little flower right there. I think that's what looks best here. Again, like I said, you can really feel free to switch it up, do whatever you want here. And yeah, make your designs really your own. That's a great way if you have to build a bunch of these. Just mix up the details a little bit so they all look unique. And then from there, you're completely done with the exterior. All you have to do is just work on the inside. And then finally, for the attic, you can connect the attic here. And since this is one way, you can also just tie that together by putting that right there. Just filling this area in so that it looks a little bit more solid. So the attic area is definitely a lot taller than the second floor. You can box it off and not have anything go up to it. Again, like I said, these little details are really up to you. They're very customizable and individual. From here, what I like to do is just make some stairs. Put maybe something like that over there, just as a way to get up. Like that. So now you're on to the second floor. Over here you can add that just to give it a little bit extra room. You can also add a little room here, maybe a bedroom. And then right here, a door, so you can go in. Again, you can have another room right here, another bedroom maybe. A door right there, nice and roomy. And then over here, you can have a little ladder leading up, just like that. kind of decorate your attic however you'd like. Actually, I should probably put that up there. Yeah, that looks nicer from the top perspective. So yeah, up here you could do more decorating. You can leave it as like a nice storage area. You can kind of do whatever you want. Actually, what I think I'll do is kind of fill in these walls right here so that it just matches the whole way up. And I'll build over here just so that it's kind of filled in and there's no like hole here. Because this is only 2 blocks tall, and in my opinion that looks kind of stuffy. So now we have this nice area. You can also block this off like so for more rooms. This could be another bedroom, storage area, library, really whatever you want. Hey guys, I just finished decorating the interior of the house and just adding a little bit of landscaping, so let me show you around. Hopefully this inspires you to do your own decorating. So you walk inside, a little bit of carpet, crafting table, jukebox, some shelves, a couple little barrels for storage under the stairs, cute little dining area right next to the window so you can just take a look out at the landscape. Over here we have a little fireplace, a little kitchen area, and some food on a little shelf. Here we have more shelves, a little, area by the banister. We have one bedroom over here, with a little closet area, some barrels, just more storage. Here's a bed, a desk, just some cute stuff over here. Now upstairs is the attic, and we just have a nice storage area, just for armor, swords, tools, whatever you want. And then here is a nice little library. You can sit and read, storage for books, and nice bookshelves. So that is the decorating I did. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial. I really hope you can make some amazing builds of your own. Please make sure to join my Discord, link in the description, and show me some pictures, send some pictures of your builds that you made based on this tutorial, and tell me how it goes. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye!